Do you know, Dad, this is like a regular little woodland here. This is even more fun than Townley Park, I think. You hear that? I'm not sure what bird that is. We should check that out sometime. I can hear a woodpecker and the cockerels and all kinds of things. And I can see more hills to my right among the buttercups. Deep, dark undergrowth ahead of me. It's not so dark. Oh, I wish I could bring you here, Dad. God, I can even hear a grouse. I don't think we had any of those left around here. Isn't this just amazing? This is like the Rectory. I think I just frightened a couple of pigeons away. A couple of wood pigeons, probably. And the cockerels crowing. I'm just saying to what time it is here. It's 5:09 a.m. You know, last year I was so enraptured by this that I really wanted to bring you and Mum here. It's just so pretty. It's just such a gorgeous walk. I bet we could have got you a wheelchair down here. You know, if you want to try it, hey look, it's an oak tree. Look at those leaves. An oak tree. Ah, it's beautiful. There's another one here as well. They're going to grow up huge and strong and beautiful. And the buttercups, look at these buttercups down here. Still not covered by other darkness. I think this might be a birch, perhaps. Those leaves there. Another oak tree. There's an awful lot of oak trees around here. And a beech. This one's a beech, I think. I think it was a beech leaves. Isn't it just amazing to think this like used to be part of, or right next to the rectory, and it was just all crappy grass, and you'd get horses grazing in it. And when we used to walk around here, it'd be like really small trees. Oh, there's an ash tree ahead here, I think. And some kind of thrush, I think. I should try and check these out on my bird sound log. You hear that? Somewhere up there, somewhere. I'm not sure where. I'm glad I could bring you here in a camera at least. Oh, something just flew over, I don't know what. Some midges. Must be a small bird making that noise. Maybe it's not a thrush. Look at this, isn't it pretty? Isn't it just beautiful? Let's walk down to the bottom. I can hear sheep barring in the field over to the left, down towards where the rookwood is, and heading over to Cockton. Yeah, more trees. It's amazing how this has just grown. You know, I hadn't been here in years. Everything was really small when I first came here. I've actually got a picture somewhere in my photo albums of all these trees looking really tiny, but now they're just like, this is like becoming true English woodland. I like it so much. Hey, let's get down to the sty where we can recognise what we're looking at. Eee, some bracken there too. It's amazing how rich it is. Did I mention the woodpecker earlier? I don't know if I did or not. No, I hope I did. Here we are. Hey, you'll recognise this view. Let's walk over here. Here we are. I don't know whose farm, whose cows these are. There they all are. And what bird sound I don't recognize at the moment. Well, that's a rookwood over there. The rooks being a bit unusually quiet. Maybe they've gone out foraging. There's a young calf over here looking at me. The sun hiding behind the clouds over there. This is the best time of day, I think. Yeah, look at those clouds up there. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. There's a couple of bit of movement down here. Cow was wondering, oh, what's going on here? Who is this guy over here? Do you remember when I lost one of my toys over on Parker Street, and you and I were wandering around, and all these cows came up wondering what the hell we were doing, and you were making this noise to scare them off? I always remember that. And we could never find my toy there unless it was a toy car or something. But yeah, it was kind of funny. This is cool. Okay, let's walk around the bottom of the wreck and not fall over. Isn't that beautiful? If I could bring you here, I would. You and Mum, both of you. It's amazing, you know, you go away to Cyprus and you forget what's so close, what's so nearby. I'll try and get a move on. I don't want to run out of camera. I don't want to run out of memory for this film. I'm running along. Actually, I'm not running, I'm walking. Oh, more oak trees. Look at this. They're really going to town on the oak trees with the planting they did. There's another oak tree leaf. Some more there. I should be taking pictures with a proper camera. I'll come down here tomorrow maybe and take some pictures. There's a moth there. You see the moth? Oh, it's gone. Wow, Varekari used to be so boring a place. But it's not quite so much fun to walk in at midday when there's a lot of kids and stuff. Look, you can see the chimneys up that way. Is that a blackbird? I think it is. No, I'm not sure what it is. No, yeah, it is. It's a blackbird. Doing its blackbird. Oh, it might not be. Yeah, that is a blackbird. Over that tree over there in the middle. Hey there, you. Good morning. Yeah, I'm just walking some spiders' webs. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? You can't really see it properly. The contrast on the camera lens just isn't quite there. I can see this wonderful path ahead of me stretching into who knows where. Oh, some doves flying across the valley. Look at this. Hey, you see that over there, that pylon? Remember that? You should take me pictures. You should take me with a picnics, you and Mum. You and Mum. Go and picnic by the river. I probably used to drive you mad with all my Action Man stuff that I wanted to take with me. And look across the river, you can see quite a lot of trees over there too. They've really done some pretty good work here. Yeah. I really hope I don't run out of battery power. It'd be a shame if I did. There we go. Oh, I'd love it if I could bring you here, Dad. Yeah. The view is beautiful. You know, we could get a wheelchair down here. Look at these buttercups down here. They look so healthy down here. It's gorgeous. Oh, I can hear a bee. You remember I practically have a phobia about bees and wasps. Don't know why. Maybe ever since Mum got stung by one on holiday, who knows. There we are, you can see the path right ahead now. If I could show you any view, I think I'd show you this. It means so much to me. All the childhood I spent. Oh, it's amazing that there's still grass around. But no lapwings. I can't hear lapwings. That's a shame. Oh, I'd love to hear some lapwings. Look at these trees here. Look how tall they've grown. Oh, it amazes me. It really amazes me. You know, we're walking towards the opposite side of Iraq, where the other fence would lead towards all the gorse bushes. Do you remember those? Gorse bushes, and the other pylon heading towards Ogilty Gogglety. The Ogilty Gogglety. Do you know what? I think Roger Frost and the people who had this built, I think they did a bloody good job. I mean, it really is rich in bird life for a start off. And there's birds I can't even recognise here at the moment in the sound. I'd love to try and figure out what they are. You hear that? I wonder if this is still council-owned land, this bit. Because people would drive some cars down here and they'd wreck them, wouldn't they? Look, this is where we came from. And this is where we're going to. Heading back towards the mills now on this path. A little side path there heading up into the rectory, I think. A lot of people still play the sports, presumably. Yeah. Isn't that a beautiful bird sound? I wonder what that is. Oh, I can hear a blackbird getting alarmed. These trees here. That's a magpie. That's a magpie for sure. Some collared doves, I think, or wood pigeons. I'm not sure which. They're up ahead. I could easily pull you a wheelchair down here, you know. If you wanted to come out one time, you know, before it becomes too difficult to, I'd totally take you down here. We should do it in the morning, like this. You probably wouldn't thank me. Like, come on, parents. 5 o'clock, let's go out. Ooh, look at this tree, isn't it gorgeous? I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. It's could be a Scots pine, maybe. It's a pine tree of some sort. I kind of think it might be a Scots pine. That'd be amazing. I love Scots pines. You know, Scots pine is one of my favourite trees. Hey, look, there's a tree that's already come down over here. Presumably it needed to. Looks like a professional bit of cutting here. Trees always need to come down. That's how woodlands are, I don't know. Some kind of weird thing's gone on here, I don't know. Stump down here. Bits of burning going on. I guess somebody must have seen the tree cut down and they thought, yeah, let's make a fire. But hey, look. Already something else is growing here. I guess that's life, you know. Things die, they give way to new life. That's the way of the wood, and that's the way of everything that lives, I suppose. Oh, shut up. I hope I'm not wobbling too much of the camera. Hey, there's another one of those piney type of trees here. I wonder why they're growing at an angle. Really curious to know what kind of pine tree it is. You know, I really think it might be a Scots pine. Ah, these are the pine cones. Yeah, quite unusual. Kind of tempted to pull one off you. I'm pulling one now, actually. There we go. Look at that. I'll put that in my pocket. You'll have something to hold on to when I come back home. I think these might be nettles. I ain't gonna touch these. No. Oh, hey, aren't they pretty though? The way the leaves are. Hey, did you hear that? I can definitely hear a woodpecker. I think it's down in the valley though. More trees. Ah, it's all a load of fucking trees here. You know, Dad, I always want to tell you how proud I am to be your son. And Mum's. You both of you have given me an awful lot of all the best parts of you. Wow, isn't this pretty? Look at this. No, don't you ever forget that. I am very proud of you. I'm always telling my friends, yeah, my parents, they're salt of the earth. A hard day's work for a hard day's pay and all that kind of crap. Hey, dandelions. I love dandelions. I just love the way they turn from the yellow things into the kind of like big puff balls. Yeah, that's so cool. Oh, I can hear another bird. Kind of wondering if some of these might be robins, you know. Hey, can you see the chimney up ahead? There we go. Just in the light there. Yeah, we're nearing to where we know where we are. You know, when I first came down here, this place was so alien. When I first came down here when it was all grown up like this, I'm like, where the hell am I? What the hell is this place? Yeah, it's all so green. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep, You know, whenever you say about Roger Frost, he did a bloody good job. I think we should be proud of him. He really served Holsite well. Hey, look, more dandelions. Well, hopefully I'll get home and I can show you this. Yeah, this is the only part that looks a bit crap, but even this has got dandelions in it. Dandelions are always charming. They may be common, but they're charming. Now, what kind of bird is that? Making its do-do-do-do-do. That's one I haven't heard before. Wonder what it is. You know, when we're all gone, this place is just gonna continue without us, doing its thing. These chimneys may be gone one day. But all this woodland, if we manage it right, it'll still stay okay. I can't imagine people wanting to put buildings here. Oh, it's just too bloody gorgeous. Yeah, so that's what became of the old children's playground. I miss the slide and the swings. And the great big crazy silly roundabout that could kill you. Yeah, that was a bit of a death trap, I think. Look over there. Building. It's a great place for a kestrel to hang out in. Do you know, I bet there's a kestrel around here somewhere. There's gotta be. Absolutely gotta be. On the Queen Street Mill on the way up. Well, I'm glad I could show you this, Dad. Let's walk up to the church and we'll switch off. Yeah. You, Mum, you mean the world to me. Hey, some rooks up on top of that chimney up there. I came down here once. Did I tell you about this? I came down here once. Me and Russell on bikes, and we started realizing, hey, pigeons. And we started finding out that our bikes were making crunching noises. And we were round about where that corrugated door is up there. And we're like, what the hell? And we looked around, and this entire place was absolutely swarming with baby frogs. I mean, really, you could not drive your bloody bike another foot without crunching over some poor little frogs. It was horrible. And that's because they filled in the reservoir over here. That was a great shame. But probably a bit dangerous for the small children. You never know. I love the way the chimney looks up there. I don't know if you can see any birds flying. Yeah, did you see that? There's a few rooks up the top there, I think. Or doves, I'm not sure which. Oh, it's kind of beautiful. And the Queen Street. You know, I've never ever yet been in the Queen Street Mill. Not once. And I've been around the edges of this place either. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, the Queen Street Mill where Grandad worked for a while. I should really pay this place a visit. We actually had some volunteer work going on here. I said it to the volunteer people. I'd try and look into it. Hey, there's some sparrows up there. There's a sparrow and a starling. I don't know if you can see them or not. Maybe this is where they nest out nowadays. It's a good place for sparrows, I guess. But it's a good place for sparrowhawk too. Ah, Queen Street now. You know what I always used to scare me when I came down here? When I was a little kiddie, was back in the 70s. I don't know when it stopped, but it was always a kind of a thrill. You could walk down this back street here. It was all cobbles and stuff and all a bit rough. Hey, it still is a bit rough just further up. It was thrumming with the machines of the weaving. Oh, it's so quiet. It used to scare me because it was like such a strange sound. I don't know, sounds of machinery can be quite scary. Okay, let's head on up towards the church and the calling of the rooks. You know, I haven't seen any rooks from the old rookery. Maybe they're all hanging out here in the churchyard. Maybe they got religious. Religious rocks. Yeah, we love Jesus. We love God. Give us your carrion. Give us your ploughed fields. Yeah. Here we are, Harrison Street. God, the one thing I've noticed is just so many bloody cars here. It's amazing. Hey, I can hear baby rooks. That's cool. And young sparrows, I think, as well. In the church. See if we can get a good view of the church from here. Here we go. That's our church. I love this church. It's so traditional and beautiful. I quite like the view of this tree as well. Look at that, the mould on the bark there. Reaching into sky and the heavens. Well, I hope you enjoyed this walk, Dad. I wish you could have taken it with me. I still hope you might be able to take it with me. I love you lots. I'll see you later on.